Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monday Night Raw. Thank you very much for joining us. My name is Nomad Raven. We are coming to you live from the Bankers Life Fieldhouse in downtown Indianapolis, Indiana. I'm elated to be here with you tonight. We've got a great show lined up for you. In the main event of the evening, it will be the triple threat match to determine the number one contender to Charlotte Flair for that WWE Women's Championship. We have got Bianca Belair and Liv Morgan, who faced off last week in a match that was rudely interrupted by Carmella. Carmella has been put into the triple threat, and I would not want to be in her shoes tonight. I imagine the other two women will want some form of retribution for her actions last week. And kicking us off tonight is Daniel Bryan. The Yes Movement in good voice here tonight. Daniel coming off the back of winning that grueling hard-fought match last week, the triple threat against King Corbin and Ricochet, making Corbin tap out to the Yes Lock. After winning that match last week, Daniel is the number one contender for Roman Reigns' WWE Championship, and they will compete in a match at the Royal Rumble in just under 3 weeks' time. Incredibly excited about that. Can't wait to see what happens when those two finally come face to face. Last week, Roman Reigns was very vocal about the Yes Movement coming to an end if Daniel Bryan were the man to step to him and his island. But it doesn't sound as if these fans got the memo. Daniel Bryan going for a mic here. Let's hear what he has to say. Yeah, we didn't know if he'd ever come back. He'll never take wrestling for granted again. That's true, in the landscape, shots aren't guaranteed. Some choice words there from Daniel Bryan to Roman Reigns. He is not coming to his island to be relevant. He is coming to kick his ass and take that WWE Championship. Tonight it will be Kofi Kingston taking on Elias, following on from Elias' reprehensible actions last week that have subsequently meant that Xavier Woods isn't here tonight. He's currently suffering from a concussion and is recuperating at home. We wish him a speedy recovery. Last week's match felt incredibly pointed from Elias, and no one really has been able to get any clarity on why he did what he did. Hitting Xavier Woods with the low blow behind the ref's back, and then subsequently continuing on the match much longer than he needed to. Elias hit Woods several times with his drift away finisher and didn't go for the pin attempt, and no one really understands why he refused to finish him until he dished out what he deemed enough punishment. Kofi looking for some retribution tonight following last week's match. And if I was Elias, I would not be taking this match lightly. Kofi has done it all in the WWE. He is a former WWE champion, and he is not someone you ever want to take lightly in that ring. And we kick it off, and Kofi immediately going straight after Elias. And this crowd are firmly on Kofi's side. I'm not sure he got all of that Mongolian chop there. Big kick to the back. And turns him over, and another kick to the back. And another one, stomping on Elias. Kofi with a fire and an attitude that we've seldom seen from him in the past. Some say the New Day are closer than most brothers, and if someone injured your brother, you would probably want some form of payback. They say that an eye for an eye leaves the whole world blind. Well, I don't think Kofi cares right now. Oh, and a big Hurricane Rana there from Kofi. Kofi Kingston utterly relentless thus far. Elias hasn't been able to get a move in. Perfect snap suplex. And to the outside. No, Elias is able to hang on, but Kofi pulls him back in with that stalling standing suplex. Oh, and Kofi with the jumping stop. The elevation he got there was incredible. And now getting tremendous elevation on those knees to drop them down on the head of Elias. Elias must be wondering if it was a good idea to take this match right now. And again, Kofi going to these strikes. Usually he is more of a high flyer or a technical wrestler, but at the minute he is just wanting to inflict punishment on Elias, and that is what he is doing at will. More strikes to that back of Elias. Just kicking the man while he is down. Big European uppercut. And another high knee drop. Kofi is beating Elias like the proverbial scolded dog. And Elias with a reversal. And giving Kofi some of his own medicine with those stomps there. And a big strikes. Back elbow. And a big knee. Seemingly Elias has had enough of the punishment he's been dealt thus far and is taking it to Kofi. A knee drop of his own. He doesn't get the same amount of elevation, but it was sure to be just as painful. And raking and gouging at Kofi's face. Elias is brutal when he gets going. Big DDT there. Oh, and Kofi blocks the strike and comes back with some of his own. Oh, and guillotine under the bottom rope there. Kofi again using a style of wrestling that we have seldom seen him use. Swinging neck breaker there from Kofi. And into the corner goes Elias. And we're going up to the top rope. Kofi joining him. High risk district here. He's looking for that top rope Hurricane Rana and he hits it. And more punishment being dealt. Just stomping on him. And knife edge chops from Kofi. And Kofi going for the monkey flip. Again. Elias's back has got to be in agony right now. Kofi's pedigree right here of being a former WWE champion is coming back to haunt Elias. He's going into the depths. He's finding parts of him that he hasn't used in a long time in the tag team division. And he locks him in a sleeper hold. It looks pretty cinched in. Is Elias going to be able to get out of this, or is he going to have to tap? Oh, and he reaches up, grabs Kofi and drops down. Modified jawbreaker there. That may have hurt the back of his head as much as Kofi's face. Oh, and a big boot from Elias. And Kofi wisely rolls out of the ring. But Elias follows him, not giving him a moment's peace. Oh, and into the steel stairs. And again. Elias slides into the ring, but quickly back out. He's just doing that to break the count. And Elias picks Kofi up. Where is he taking him? We saw last week that Elias isn't afraid to get involved outside of the ring. And smashes Kofi's head against the ring post. Again, slides into the ring, straight back out, breaking the count. He wants to punish Kofi. It feels like thus far Kofi has had his way in the match. But again, his head goes into that ring post. Elias staying on top of him. Into the barricade. And into the ring post once more. And wedging him against the ring post. What's he got in mind here? Oh, and a big boot. Kofi's head between a rock and a hard place there. Between Elias's boot and the ring post. And Kofi looks as if he's out. Kofi may well be out. And a reverse DDT. And Elias again, what's he got in store for him now? And he just rolls him back inside. Slams his head against the hardest part of the ring, the apron. And then a big knee to the face. And he goes for the drift away. And he hits it. And thankfully he pins him. 1, 2. This is over. But Elias, what are you doing? He picks Kofi up off the canvas and says, not yet. Big knee to the face. Kofi is utterly defenseless right now. Discus forearm. And then a huge lariat. Kofi is completely out right now. He may well be unconscious. The ref should be checking on him. Big drop kick from Elias. And another big boot. Dropping that knee down to Kofi's head. And another one. Oh, stop it, Elias. You've proved your point. He's out. And he hits him with a powerbomb. And another big knee. The barrage of attacks just will not stop. And Elias picking Kofi up and dragging him over. Places him against the ropes. And now choking him against that top rope. The referee needs to step in here. And another knee to the face. And a jumping knee drop. Stomping on Kofi now. This is enough. He has had enough. Pin him. And he hits a second drift away. And he pins him this time. And that's the 3 count. Elias with the victory. But we need to get medical personnel down to the ring to check on Kofi. He looked as if he was out on his feet there. He may well have suffered a concussion. We don't need to see a replay of this again. His head wedged by that post. and Elias hits him with the biggest of big boots. And then the reverse DDT on the mat as well. There is little to no protection out there. It is basically your head hitting concrete. Elias once again, seemingly with a point to prove. He's taken out Xavier Woods last week. He has taken out Kofi Kingston this week. One has to wonder what is in store for next week. And we go backstage to hear from AJ Styles. He really wanted to be the first man announced for the Royal Rumble. But AJ saying he will be the last man standing in the Rumble. Oh, and here comes Drew McIntyre. Drew saying it doesn't matter who gets announced first, who draws where. But he does agree that the only thing that matters is the last man standing in the Rumble. And a jibe there about AJ talking far too much. I just hope come the Rumble, they come face to face and are not kept apart, because there's no guarantee that they're going to be in the ring at the same time. And we head back to ringside for tag team action next. We've got the Street Profits up against Jay McCreary and Paul Willis. McCreary and Willis are already in the ring, and here they are. Angelo Dawkins, Montez Ford, the Street Profits, your WWE Tag Team Champions. Street Profits wanting to stay active, hoping to make quick work of these two tonight. And the referee calls for the action to begin. Dawkins and Willis starting it off, but Willis with a counter there, and Dawkins didn't take kindly to that. Big strikes to the face from Dawkins. Huge rebound forearm to the back there. And a headlock and big punch. Oh, and a big takedown from Dawkins there, showing his amateur background. Into the corner. Good tag team strategy there. Keep them in your corner. They can't tag out. And Montez Ford is in. Oh, and Willis with a counter there, but Montez Ford able to get back up and strikes back and forth. And again, who's going to come out on top? Ford with the back elbow. And Ford eventually able to get the better of him with a bulldog. And back into the corner. Getting Dawkins back in. That quick tag mentality has always been a key to success in the tag team division. If you're able to keep your man in the ring fresh and make sure that they're unable to tag out, then you will end up with more wins than you will losses. I can guarantee you that. Oh, big forearm from Dawkins. Oh, and massive spine buster. And Dawkins runs over and takes out McCreary. Tags in Ford. And Ford goes straight up to the top rope. You know what he's looking for. The best frog splash in the business today. That could be all. And it is. Your winners, the WWE Tag Team Champions, the Street Profits. Rather one-sided affair with McCreary not being able to get into the ring, but Willis did try his best to get some form of offense going, and these two young men from Indiana will be proud that they were able to test themselves against the very best in the business. And post-match, it seems like the Street Profits have got something to say for themselves. Dawkins addressing the new landscape in professional wrestling. And Ford wants to know who's going to step up. And Dawkins letting everyone know, putting them on notice that the Profits are up and they want the smoke. And it's the best friends. I think they may well have something to say about who's next in line for those tag team championships. And Beretta getting formal introductions out of the way. Well, Beretta is one step closer to that in the wake of the draft, now actually being in the WWE. Well, that is the question right there. Will Mrs. Beretta get to see the match that she wants to see at the Royal Rumble? We'll call that a to be confirmed. Next up, we have your main event of the evening. It is the triple threat to determine the number one contender for the WWE Women's Championship. First up, we have representing the Riot Squad, Liv Morgan. Liv was rightly upset after last week. She had just turned the tides in that match and was coming on strong, looking for a finish when Carmella got involved and hit her with that super kick. And next up, we have Bianca Belair making her way to the ring. Similarly to Morgan, she can feel aggrieved that their match last week was cut short. She had the best of the opening stages. However, Morgan did mount a comeback, but that doesn't mean to say that she wouldn't have ended up your winner last week. And here she comes, Carmella. You can call her untouchable, but I'm definitely sure that Belair and Morgan are going to put that name to the test tonight. These fans from Indianapolis do not think Carmella is fabulous. Boos ringing out around the arena. And the referee calls a start to the action. And Belair goes straight after Carmella, and Carmella's out of the ring quicker than you can say interference. And whilst Carmella has distracted Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan goes straight after Belair. And Morgan looking to take off where she left off last week. And Carmella taunting the fans here at ringside. And Morgan with the upper hand. Hits Belair with the Bulldog. Oh, and now she looks to get outside and go straight after Carmella, chasing her around the ring. Carmella looking for an escape, and she climbs up the turnbuckle. Morgan immediately gets after her and is able to body slam her from the top rope. That was definitely not the way Carmella saw that going. Oh, and Liv Morgan with a big STO. It has all been Liv thus far. And Bianca, as I say that, comes back into things. Picks her up in the torture rack, and Carmella gets in the ring to break it up. Oh, and Carmella putting her in a modified camel clutch. Is she going to tap out? Now Bianca breaks the hold. Oh, and Morgan taking Carmella into the corner. She's got her up on the top rope. And she goes for a big Hurricane Rana. And Carmella wisely once again just rolling out of the ring and leaving the other two to fight it out for themselves. Belair's got Morgan up in the corner. Hits her with those strikes and drives that shoulder into the midsection. Oh, and again, the squatting power slam, showing off her athletic prowess. And Carmella makes her way back in and hits Liv Morgan with a strike, and then hits Bianca Belair with a running drop kick. She's got Belair in an abdominal stretch. Is she going to tap out here? The referee asking her, and Belair eventually able to break out of it. And Morgan with a Hurricane Rana to Belair. Now goes after Carmella herself. Big forearm up against the ropes. And Liv looking for the first pin of the match, but only a 1 count. Carmella drops down with a fireman's carry takedown. Big DDT to Morgan. And Bianca Belair back in to break this up and starts kicking Carmella while she's down. But Carmella with a reversal. And a big face buster. And she looks for the pin. And Bianca kicks out after 1. I'll be honest, this match has not gone the way I saw it thus far. Carmella has been far more active than expected. And Bianca laying into Morgan now that Carmella has rolled out the ring once more. Going up to the top rope. Looking for the moonsault. And she hits a picture perfect moonsault. Goes for the pin. And only a 1.5 count there. Carmella back in the ring. Laying into both of these women. And a super kick in the corner. That could be it. Morgan's down. And it's just a 2 count. Belair kicks out. And Carmella can't believe it. Oh, and Morgan and Carmella trading strikes here. Who is going to come out victorious and face Charlotte Flair at the Royal Rumble? And Liv rolls out of the ring. It's Carmella and Belair left in the ring now. Belair hits the KOD. That could be it. Another huge body slam. Carmella gets back to her feet and blocks the ensuing attack. Knife edge chops. Strikes up against the ropes. And Liv Morgan, I think she was going for Carmella there, but she hits Bianca with the body slam. Takes down Carmella. Russian side leg sweep. And Liv Morgan gonna go for it. Hits her with the Jersey code breaker. That could be all. Looks for the pin. Belair making her way to the top. And she breaks it up with a frog splash at the last second. Morgan drags Belair back into the ring. And now this is more of what we expected. Russian leg sweep from both Morgan and Belair to Carmella. Strikes to Morgan from Belair. This match has been non-stop action from the get-go. And Liv Morgan rolls out of the ring. Belair with the power slam to Carmella. Morgan is struggling on the outside. It looks as if it's left to these two women in the ring. Oh, and Carmella reverses Belair. And hits her with another super kick. That could be it. She's going on to the Rumble. And no, Morgan's able to get in the ring and breaks it up. Morgan goes for the Hurricane Rana, but she turns it into a pin. And she surprises Carmella and gets the win. Liv Morgan pulls out the surprising victory. And she will be going on to face Charlotte Flair at the Rumble for the WWE Women's Championship. I'm not going to lie, it looked like Carmella had that one a couple of times with those super kicks. But Liv able to come in the final moments and roll her up and get the victory. Well, that is all for Monday Night Raw tonight. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please hit that like button, hit subscribe, turn on the bell icon so you get notified when I drop new content. Hit me up in the comments to let me know what you're enjoying and what you're looking forward to. Every view means an awful lot to me, so thank you very much for stopping by, and until next time.